Glad to be here for you today. Today, the topic is how to powerfully shift your internal state to quantum leap your business into multiple six figures. This is an awesome topic. I'm so happy to bring it to you guys. So let me know if you're watching live. Would love to see who's here. And if you're watching on replay, hashtag replay, please. So today we're talking about how to powerfully shift your state to quantum leap your business into multiple six figures. So I know that you're great at what you do, obviously, if you have your clients, if you're creating great results, but lately you might be noticing that you're working a little too hard for the results that you're getting, and that might be frustrating. I know that you want to accelerate your transformation, right? You want to create a business success on the next level, but you're bumping into that weird hardship that keeps happening in your current situation. So it might feel like you're trying a lot of the strategies and they are working just fine for everybody else, but for some reason they're not working for you. So if that's you, put a 1 in the comments. I have a lot of people that lately been asking me that, but I've tried this, why is it not working? So that might be how you're experiencing it. Or maybe you are trying to expand and you feel like you're actually kind of not enjoying your business as much. You want something next level and you're not quite there yet. So then in your marketing, you're still presenting like you're running this beautiful business. You're essentially saying all the right things, but internally you kind of feel crappy. So if that's so, put a 2 in the comments. That's also a very specific thing that a lot of people experience. Or maybe clients that you have these amazing results, but you're not sure how to get more of these types of clients. So no matter what you're doing, it seems like you're kind of with the same level of business, and maybe you're at the place where you're so ready to go to the next level and you're not sure what is it that's not working. So if that's you, put a 3 in the comments, because that's also a very common experience, unfortunately. And another one is like, if you're an action taker and you're doing all the right things, and then at the end of the day, you're still kind of frustrated or maybe even confused as to why it didn't create the momentum you wanted, this is definitely something you want to watch, because we will be looking at what is the cause of this stalling experience and this frustration or confusion that ends up in no momentum, essentially. So the reason is you're missing a very important component. And that means that the business strategy and the marketing strategy you have needs to be infused with the power of energetics. And you need to clean up the subconscious blocks that you might be having to your creation, and then truly expand your wealth capacity. That is actually the key. So there are 5 things that need to happen. I'll go through all of them so you can kind of understand and maybe even apply it directly onto your business right now. So first thing is expanding your wealth container. Now, what does that mean? That's like your capacity to attract and hold more wealth. So when you are at the place where you're actually able to have your energy correctly aligned to be able to bring in more and hold more, your business naturally has more ease. And I know it sounds kind of more out there versus like typical business strategy, but it's still actually very applicable directly into business strategy, because all the most amazing strategies in the world are not gonna quite work correctly for you to get you where you're going without burnout if you're not expanding your wealth container correctly. So if your energy is coming in to something that is too small, because you feel like, oh no, if I have more clients, I'll be overwhelmed. Or if more clients come in, I will have more work to do and I'm already working really hard. Or to get my business to the next level, I have to work even harder and I'm already doing all this marketing and showing up and networking. It's like I cannot do anymore. All those things, you might be consciously aware of it or you might not. But those are kind of like bands on your wealth container energetically. They are literally blocking you from pulling in what you desire. So let's say this kind of a person, she does all the correct marketing, she says all the right things, she's proactive, she's an action taker, she's a high achiever, she goes and she does. And she has a business and her clients get great results, but she's working really hard to get to those goals. And in the end, it actually, the subconscious part about, oh God, I can't work any harder, this is already so hard, that is minimizing what she can receive. So she's going to be putting a lot of effort, but the universe will be giving back something that's matching that effort. And into her wealth container, smaller only amount can fit. So what that looks like is, let's say you put in a lot of effort. Let's say you're creating a new program or you're launching something. Lots of effort. You did all the right things. And then the result you still got some result, obviously, if you're good at what you do, but your result is not quite matching the effort. And you start to think like, well, what the hell? Like, I did all this work. Shouldn't this be more? Shouldn't this be easier? Well, there's probably a lot of subconscious interference patterns that were minimizing capacity to receive the wealth container. So then all this effort did not result in exactly what the effort meant to bring. So that's why it is such an important piece to expand your wealth container. Another component is applying wealth energetics to your branding and to your positioning. You need to show up to the world with your unique brilliance. So not so much the skill or whatever it is you're saying you do, but showing your uniqueness in it. Whatever that uniqueness is, whatever your natural superpowers are, that's what needs to show up, because people respond and, see you as very memorable, like they want to follow you and everything, because you have something that they relate to, that experience that they got by interacting with you. That's actually energetics of branding and positioning. So that is based on your soul expertise. That is something unique about you that you brought into this lifetime that only you have, like a signature that's uniquely yours. And that makes you uniquely stand out in a world marketplace. Another component that is essential in order to quantum leap into multi-six-figure business is the wealth energetics of higher quality clients. A lot of times what I see is people kind of get stuck on a specific type of a client because that's what they know and this is what worked before. But if this is something that you have outgrown, there is an out of integrity internal thing that happens. You start to feel like you are out of sync with the type of a person you still essentially trying to market to. So upgrading your own frequency to premium so that you can confidently speak from that place and speak the words that would relate to that type of a client, your next level client, the premium client. That's how you activate consistent flow of these kinds of clients. So that would be getting really clear on who is it that you actually want to work with and what you have outgrown. We often don't look at that. We just kind of think, well, I want more money, or I want to sell this program for a higher fee or whatever. But that's actually kind of secondary. The first principle is you showing up as yourself completely. And that means if you had personal transformation that quantum leaped you in your own transformation ahead, your clients need to reflect that in order to actually be in sync with you. That means whoever you're marketing to also needs to be upgraded so that that person is also a little bit at the different frequency level. So upgrading your message to match that next level presentation of yourself is an essential piece. That's energetics it's called premium energetics. So that allows you to activate consistent flow of the premium clients. So for the ones of you who don't know me, I am Eugenia Oganova. I am Wealth Energetics Business and Marketing Coach. So what that means is I literally work with the energetics of your business. We infuse your business strategy with the power of energetics to create the synergy. So that way you save yourself years of forcing yourself into ineffective strategies and actually align yourself to your natural rhythm. And from that place, you only do what works for you instead of all the things. You only do what works for you. So this is what I do. So far today we've been looking at how to powerfully shift your internal state, and I'm giving you the 5 points to do so, in order to quantum leap your business into multiple six figures. And you can literally apply those or start thinking in that direction within your business. So far we looked at the step 1, which was expanding your wealth container. So that is about your capacity to hold more. And looking at any sabotaging patterns that you have, like maybe meanings you give reality that, oh, if I had this, I will have to work harder, or if this came, I will be overwhelmed. You might not track them consciously, but they're in there. So if something isn't working, start looking what is minimizing your capacity to receive. Okay, so the second thing we looked at is the wealth energetics for branding and positioning. This is about showing up with your uniqueness and making sure that that is the primary energy imprint, primary message in everything that you're saying. So you're linking that to whatever specifically you do, whatever results you get for your clients. That is very important because that is going to make you memorable. And the third thing we looked at is the wealth energetics of higher quality clients, so that you elevate your frequency. That means you elevate your message to who you're talking to, and be really honest with yourself. Like, am I at the level that I actually have changed, but I have not changed my message? I'm working with people that, like especially if you're starting to feel a little resentful or annoyed or something like that with your clients, that's a clue that you've outgrown something. So looking at that and looking at fears that come up about upgrading. Because a lot of times that's also where we run into so many things. Like, I've seen my clients go through all sorts of trepidations there about that, next level client will not want me, or what if I don't have something to offer, or what if there's not enough of them, and whatever else, that all the excuses in the world that's going to happen that are linked to that. So this is something for you to remember, that this is what needs to be cleared up in order to actually talk to the correct person. So I said 5 things. So far I gave you 3. The 4th thing is cleaning up the wealth energetics of money. Whatever stories you have about money, maybe you grew up without having any money, maybe your family said that money is very hard to come by, so then you believe that you have to work really hard to get paid. Maybe you were thrown money at you as the means of manipulation, like, oh, I'll give you money if you do what I ask you to. So depending on whatever your story about money and how you ended up kind of forming your identity in connection with money is going to affect what you can charge for your offers, what you can sell with ease and actually get paid, and what you can hold that your nervous system does not freak out about holding. So that is wealth energetics of money. That is where you want to really start looking at, like, okay, how am I doing in that department? Where am I okay with the money inflow, and where do I have a story about it? Because a lot of times we kind of focus too much on, well, I want more. But if more is not happening, that is a clue that there is an interference pattern. In other words, there's something that has an opposite intention of you wanting more, and that something is still you. There is some part of you that is in the way, and whatever that component is, if you consciously understand that, that allows you to profitably position yourself to get paid consistently. Okay, so that's a 4th component. And the 5th one is the energetics of sales. Your sales process needs to be in integrity with you. So many people have sales issues. Like, I don't want to be too salesy, or I shouldn't have to sell, or if I sell and it doesn't create a result and then people get upset, or I feel like I'm not good enough, or I can't possibly ask for this much, or whatever it is that your story is. Those are all issues with the sales process. So that needs to be handled prior to any sales conversations, because otherwise you will either repel sales conversations altogether and nobody will show up, or you would have them, but they will not result in a yes. So in order to have ability to sell your premium offers with ease, there needs to be some adjustments in your abundance mindset in connection with sales. So these are all the categories that you want to look at in your business and kind of check, where am I with this? Where am I with my capacity to receive, my wealth container? Where am I with my branding and positioning? Am I really showing my uniqueness, or am I just talking about, my skill? Or wealth energetics of higher quality clients. Am I talking to the right person, or I'm talking to whoever it is that I think I should be talking to, but not somebody I actually love working with? Wealth energetics of money, as in if there's anything, any story that you might be telling yourself about money that is limiting your inflow. And the last piece is the sales, the energetics of sales, as in what stuff do you have come up about the sales, and cleaning that up so that it is a congruent, natural process. Okay, so these things, these 5 components I just said, those are exactly the pieces I'm going to be teaching much more in depth about in my upcoming event. That is called Conscious Wealth Activation. It's a 5-day event that's going to powerfully shift your internal state and quantum leap your business into multiple 6 figures by looking into all those areas I just named, but more precisely. Like, I will actually give you exercises, things to tune into, things to look at in your business strategy, your marketing strategy, and see where you're off, how to put together essentially phrases like copy coaching that will support you in making these leaps in your business so that you can be on a multiple 6 figures and go beyond as well. So my event is happening very soon. The link is in description. Please sign up. It's free event. It's 5 days. I'm going to do lives just like this, 30 minutes each. So it's not going to be forever and ever and ever like some events you go to and they just go on and on. This is actually very precise. I'm actually going to give you lots of value, a lot of things I only share with my paid clients. So here I'm going to be giving you that in the event, and you will have workbooks to work through. You will have literally things to apply it on and to study and play with and see how that fits into your business. So you can give yourself 5 days, 30 minutes a day to really dig in to change the energetics of your business so you can quantum leap it into multiple 6 figures. And the link is in description. I would love to see you there. It's called Conscious Wealth Activation, and it starts very soon. So my love to you. I hope to see you in the event and help your business go into the next level so you can accelerate your transformation and create business success that matches your natural rhythm.